Michael Stewart. I'm also known as the Bait Guru. I've been asked to demonstrate the features of my new gray line live well system, manufactured by Sunshine Bait Tanks. It's a wonderful, great, portable live well that I not only use on my boat while fishing, but I also use it to protect my bait after being netted the night before at a local lake and then transported in the back of my truck 70 miles to my favorite fishing destination where my boat is located. I then transfer the bait to my other 30-gallon Sunshine tank. That's right, I have two of them. That's already on my boat. I sleep better the night before a fishing trip, knowing that my guests and I will have live bait that is being safely stored in my gray line tank. In my many years at attempting to satisfy my fishing addiction, I've had many different live wells, both homemade and commercially manufactured. I enjoy this 30-gallon gray line tank because with their oval shape, they sit tall and narrow and not wide and round. So they take up less floor space, while allowing me to keep over 200 bait fish alive and healthy for a day of fishing or safely store a few days for my next fishing trip. I have designed and manufactured bait systems for my personal use, including trying to modify a square cooler with an aeration system, which simply won't work for either gizzard or threadfin shad. I have then purchased several different bait tanks on the market and have not seen a better design and constructed tank as my gray line. The rotomolded process used to build the base container of this tank is both functional and highly durable. I know the tank and its passengers will safely and comfortably make the journey in either the back of my truck while driving down the road or in my boat crashing through the waves while crossing the water. In the areas that I fish, I prefer to use threadfin and gizzard shad as my bait of choice. The fish require near-perfect conditions to survive, and a bucket of water or an inferior bait tank just won't do. My baits need perfect conditions to be lively and healthy enough to attract the game fish that I target, including striped bass, crappie, and even catfish. Gray line tanks come in many different sizes, perfect for your boat and a manner in which you fish. Available are the 11, 17, 24, and even 30-gallon models to fit your needs of spending time on the water with your family and friends in either a small boat or where real estate for non-fishing related activities is at a premium. These portable systems come in a size that doesn't utilize much space, is very easy to maintain, transport, and store, and still provides outstanding features to keep your live bait healthy, lively, and ready to begin your next fishing adventure and lifelong memories. It is important to consider that bait fish spend their life continually swimming in the open water, and it is critical that the bait containment vessel is smooth and without corners. If corners exist, fish like threadfin or gizzard shad will gather and continue to swim directly into these corners, using all oxygen in that confined space, with the additional undesired consequence of colliding and causing damage, injury, and even death to themselves and each other. Gray line bait systems are large oval environments with rounded walls where water current is designed to flow so bait fish can continually swim in a more stationary position without becoming exhausted, and has no corners for your bait to collect, collide, and die. Bait fish are allowed to continually swim and respirate without hitting any corners or other bait fish, and this is what you want to help maintain a healthy, lively, and attractive bait fish. Gray line tanks have large removable lids that can latch and lock tight to a bait tank. With the lid locked and tight, the gaskets prevent water from sloshing out of the tank and onto the floor of your boat or vehicle during transport. It also helps in maintaining a constant temperature of the water and decreases the amount of stress on your bait brought on by changing water temperatures. With the lid open, it's either time to load your tank with fresh bait or time to start fishing, as you're now able to access your live and frisky bait for attachment to a sharp hook and delivery to an awaiting lunker. You will also find that when you're down to that last dozen of healthy and lively baits, removing the lid allows you to use a larger bait net to finally capture those fast and wary bait fish that you'd have been chasing around the tank. With the lid removed, you will discover easy access to the filter box for maintaining the filter media used to collect scales and debris, as well as maintaining the activated carbon bag utilized for removing harmful impurities from the water. The filter box is an extraordinary feature of the Gray Line bait tank. After removing the lid, I have easy access to the disposable filter media, which is an optional first stage in removing unwanted waste, scales, and debris. After removing this disposable filter media, you will see the reusable secondary filter for catching more contaminants that may have bypassed the disposable filter. Under the reusable filter, you will find another premium feature offered in the Gray Line tank, which is the activated charcoal bag. We are all aware of how activated charcoal assists with removing undesired contaminants from your drinking water. It also provides a similar benefit of filtering and cleaning your bait's environment to remove contaminants that could threaten your live bait. In the larger bait systems, the filter boxes are removable for easy access to your air infuser pump and optional light. This allows you to maintain your pumps and air hoses as well as clean the filter surrounding the infuser components. Another premium feature in my Gray Line tank is the infuser pump. These are only available on the best of the best bait tanks, as this pump adds thousands of microbubbles to the water in the tank. This allows for better introduction of fresh oxygen to the water and encourages the exchange of undesirable gases such as carbon dioxide and ammonia to take place at the water surface and be removed from the bait's environment. Associated to the air infuser pump is the air control valve, located on the back of the Gray Line tank for easy access and adjustment. This allows me to regulate the amount of fresh air into the system. During cooler outdoor temperatures, the control valve can be opened to allow more air into the system to keep the water sufficiently oxygenated. During the warmer temperatures of the summer, the air can be restricted to limit the amount of hot atmospheric air into the system to minimize the increase in water temperature. During the very cold temperatures of winter, I can restrict the airflow into my system to prevent dangerous drop in water temperature and freezing my bait. The final, but still very important feature of my Gray Line bait tank is the end of the day drain plug. The removal of this plug allows me to drain the water in the tank. I can start off by removing all but a fraction of the water to help me catch those last 2 or 3 highly elusive bait fish. Then I can use it to drain the remaining water along with any remaining debris and scales to allow easier portability, cleaning, and maintenance. This concludes the presentation of my Gray Line 30-gallon bait tank. For more information on the features and availability of this and other models of Gray Line bait tanks, or to purchase components such as pumps and filters or chemical products for your system, please visit the following website. Good luck and good fishing. And remember, nothing imitates a live bait fish quite like a live bait fish.